guys. How y'all doing? Happy Sabbath to you all. All right. Okay. Happy Sabbath. So to see in these subjects, pretty rare, very interesting. Curse words, and the reason why I typed in a lot of question marks is because we have a, you know, people saying things like cursing. Like if you say a word, like if you say damn, ass, something like that, they say those are curse words. Okay. Now here's the thing: I'm not trying to make people look bad or anything like that. No, we're going to deal with this because we have even people that is religious. They claim if you if you say those words, you're going to hell. They say that you're going to be damned. Okay, and then people use the word cuss. You cussing. Okay, and then you have people that say you are swearing. Okay, now I understand that some people may get bothered about this. I respect that. Okay, I understand that. But this has spoken out because actually, when we tell people, "Oh, you're going to hell because you said ass," what does Yahuwah think about that? What does he think on that? So we're gonna deal with this issue. Because me growing up, I grew up not to say those words before, not to say ass, damn, shit, and all that. Grew up having a clean mouth, like, not saying those words. Okay. The biggest people that's been on that is Christians, okay? Christians and Catholics in some cases. They would say you're going right to damnation if you saying ass and all that, okay? So, hopefully you also get the videos to understand. And fellas, when y'all see those words, it is not in grounds of damnation. Okay, we're gonna be dealing with that today. Let's pray. We want to thank you for the Sabbath feast. We appreciate everything you're doing for us. Thank you for your continual protection. And we ask and then that you protect us on today. Keep our minds focused on your word. Keep us focused on humility and much more. To God for all things. Yahuwah, we give you honor and praise on today. We appreciate what you are doing. We appreciate you just being there with us, guiding us, disciplining us, just doing things you can. And, to keep us head on the word and keep us head on the commandments and those things, Father, as we love worship you on today. Hallelujah. In your precious set of our name, thank you. Thank you. Hallelujah. So be it. All right. Awesome. Let's go into our statement. 2 Timothy chapter 3. Let's go there. Of course, verse 16 and verse 17. Okay. Okay. All right. Verse 16. All scriptures give by inspiration of Yahweh, and is profitable for truth, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. Verse 17. That the man of Yahuwah, a woman of Yahuwah, may be perfect, thoroughly furnished into all good works. Let's go to Psalms 100. Psalms 100. All right, let's see. It says, make a joyful noise unto Yahuwah all your land. Serve Yahuwah with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that Yahuwah is the Almighty. It is he that made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter to his gates with thanksgiving, and to his courts with praise. Be thankful to him, and favor his name. For Yahuwah is good. His mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures to all generations. Okay, so before I go on scripture, something else I want to add on. Curse word, fellas, is things you say that happens for real against somebody that's negative that y'all know that's. So when people claim, if you say "goddamn," okay, that's not a curse word, my friends. That's just a word. But y'all know that's a slang expression. Even though some people have an expression, they laugh because it sounds funny. Okay, I mean, I laugh when my stepfather says "goddamn." I laugh. It's funny. Okay, so we're going to deal with this problem. Now, first of all, people use this verse a lot. Let's go right on to Colossians. Okay, they love to go into this verse and claim, see, this is the verse we're not supposed to say those words. Is it really true? Is it really factual? Okay, so let's find out. Colossians chapter 3. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so Colossians chapter 3. Let's go on with the nitty-gritty. Okay, so they will use, if I can find it, I think it's chapter 3 or chapter 4. Sorry. Okay, it's chapter 4. Okay, so let's go on to verse 6. Okay, so this is one of the verses people use claiming, see, you said a cuss word, so you disobeyed verse Yahuwah. No, let's go ahead and get this. First of all, it says, let your conversation or let your speech be always, wait a minute, let your speech be always with favor, okay, seasoned with salt, okay, that you may know how you ought to answer every man or woman. Now, you ask yourself this question, could this be, let's say if I'm talking to someone about something positive, and I say, I had one hell of a day. Could that be against let your speech be seasoned with salt? No, I wouldn't say so. If I said the word hell, right? Now, guys, the word hell is in the scriptures in cases of mistranslation. Okay, it is in the book. Let's find that. Let's go to Revelation chapter 20. Okay, let's go to Revelation chapter 20. Okay, let's go there real quick. We're dealing with these deceptions because, again, people that is religious, they would claim if you say those words, you go be damned forever and with the devil. I find it real funny and hilarious and very deceiving. Okay. Now, some translation may not have hell in the scriptures. Some may do. For example, in verse 14 in Revelation, Okay, it says death and Sheol. Now, some scriptures verse says hell. Okay, death and hell or Sheol, commonly called, were cast in the lake of fire. Okay, this is the second death. Okay, so we go back to Colossians chapter 4. Okay, this was simply talking about those who speak the word of Yahuwah to somebody, those that those that speak something good to the person. Okay, those make those who make say to make a person laugh, something that's funny, something that's appropriate, something that's a life feel, something that's encouraging. Okay, you might have somebody have a bad day. What do? You speak something that make them laugh, that make them feel satisfied. Okay, in a way of righteousness. Okay, that's not an answer to every man. Okay, because this is a metaphor of a meal. So you know how you cook a meal. What do you like to use? Lemon, salt. Lemon for a substitute lime, and it tastes very good when you put some type of season or the lime or lemon, I guess, to add on to the subject, into your food, whether it's rice, steak, chicken, baked chicken, fish, etc. Okay, this is not talking about if you're saying ass and bitch and doo doo or anything like that, because people take it too beyond. Yeah, I find it hilarious. Okay, it's crazy like that. Okay, I don't know how people come up with the idea. Maybe it's from religion or something, but okay, so we have to be careful of saying, "Oh, you could be damned by the devil because you said ass." No, that's nonsense. Okay. Um, Now let's go to the book of um, Numbers. Okay, the book of Numbers. Of course, that's before Deuteronomy. Okay, so let's go to that book because they do have ass in that book. Yeah, I said it. They have ass in the book. Yes. Okay, and it's English, but it's there. Okay, so and this was about a donkey. Some verses may say jackass. Some may say donkey. Some may say ass. Okay. Okay. So we have to look at these reasons, man. All right. It's just words, expression. Okay. Let's go to that. I'm trying to go ahead and find that. Let's see. I ain't been numbers in a while. Let's go ahead and find that. Okay. Um, okay. Yeah. Make sure. Let's see what chapter this can be. Should be close. Here. How did I do that? Let's go ahead. Talking donkey numbers. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Okay. Close to find it. Okay, so Numbers chapter 22, right? Okay, verse 21, 39. I'm not going to read the whole chapter, so I'll read something there. Okay. Now, let's go to verse 1 and verse 2 from chapter 22 in Book of Numbers. Okay? So like I said before, I'm not turning down people that may agree that you're going to hell, damnation, and you say those words. I'm not judging on that. Okay? Now, it says in verse 21, It says, Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass. Now, that's what the word says. Okay, you see that? Saddle his ass. Okay, and went with the princes of Moab. And Yahuwah's anger was kindled because he went. You notice it not say he was angry because he said the word ass or anything or wrote an ass. You have you noticed that? That's why I tell people read the word for itself. Read what the book says. Read what Yahuwah said about his commandments. Because nowhere in the commandments it says thou should not cuss like y'all say, or thou should not say bitch, or thou should not say ass. Nowhere in scripture claims that. Okay? No, it did not. Okay. Yahuwah anger was angry, right? Kindled because he went, and the messenger of Yahuwah stood in the way of for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass. Said it again. See that? Ride upon his ass, and the two servants are with him. See that? I guess end the video right now. So we got a second witness when it comes to these words that y'all claim that it's evil. Don't get wrong, it could be evil how you use it now. Don't get wrong, but saying it is not a problem. Okay. Okay, but it is a problem if you say it in a way of attacking someone. Oh, yeah, that's the difference. But saying it in a sentence or expressing it in a sentence, like if you drop the book and you say, oh shit, or you drop your pen, oh shit, that is completely easier to say, oh darn it. It's the same thing. And when y'all get a chance, look up those words in the dictionary. You'd be shocked what it really means. Wow. You'll be shocked what it really means. It's just a word. Those are words. That's it. Now, the word piss. Y'all say the word piss is an evil word. The word piss is in the scriptures. Let's find that. Okay. Okay. All right. So it should be close to that. First Samuel chapter 25. Okay. First Samuel 25, verse 22. First Samuel 25, 22. Or pisseth or pissing. So it's the same thing. Okay? 25, 22. Okay. All righty. Now, all right. Just waiting on my lady to come back before I continue. All right. So there are two verses I want to point out with the word piss. Okay. Some people say pee, drain a lizard, take a weasel, whatever. Okay. It's the same thing, guys. All right. 22. It says, from chapter 25, so and more also do Yahuwah and to the enemies of Dayu or David, if I leave of all that relate or pertain to him by the morning, like any that pisseth against the wall. Okay. Now, some of y'all may say, brother, you're still cursing, you still saying a cuss word. I respect your decision, but it's not the case against the Father. Okay. This says it right there. But when we say I got to take a piss, that's us saying we got to take a piss. It's expressing what we need to discharge out of our penises. Simple. Okay. Verse 34 says it again. For in very deed, as Yahuwah Alua of your lives, which have kept me back from hurting you, except you have haste to come meet me. Surely they have not been left into Nael or Nabal by morning light, any that pisseth against the wall. See that? Okay. Now, all the words is not in there, like shit and bitch. That's not in the scriptures. It's not. But there are certain words that's in the book that we use, fellas. We got three words now. We got piss, ass, and hell. Three words. Okay? Three words. All right? So I want to pause for being literal in your scripture. I'm going to go to a term, the word curse word. Okay, what is curse word? First of all, let's look up the word curse. Okay, and let's see what that is. What does that mean? Okay, we got to get our minds off the religious mindset. Okay, and let's look up this. So, curse meaning a solemn sound of utterance of word intended to invoke or to provoke a supernatural power, to inflict harm or punishment on someone or something. So, example, okay, if somebody tell you uh, you're not going to make it in your future, you're going to die, I want you to die. So the words are sound and they have a spiritual connection from Yahuwah or the devil. Did y'all know that? That person's going to die because you said it. That is called a curse word. Don't believe me? Let's go to scripture and prove some things. Check this out. Curse words, right? Okay. Let's go to Proverbs Chapter 18. Proverbs 18. Okay. I find it hilarious that people say you cuss them, but people sure like to talk evil against their own families. And they don't realize they are cursing you out by saying things that's negative against you. I know. Anyway, it says death and life are the power of the tongue or your words, your mouth, right? And they that love it or love one of those paths, death or life, shall eat the fruit thereof or enjoy the words thereof or enjoy the manifest of those words they tell you. That's an example of curse words, my friends. Don't agree with that? Okay. Let's go further. We got one witness here in Solomon. Solomon knew about the words. Okay. How about the book of James? Curse words and saying ass, damn, and shit are different things. Or cussing, y'all use. Cuss. Or profanity. We're going to do profanity as well. Profanity is not saying ass, shit, or damn. Did y'all know that? Yeah, you're going to hate me for this one. That's not saying ass or booty or doo-doo. Okay, those are just words. Okay? Now, okay. James. If I can find that. Let's go into chapter 3, right? Okay. Let's go to verse 6. More about curse words. We got to be careful of how we talk to humans. Look what it says. And the tongue is a fire, a world of sin or iniquity, right? So is the tongue among our members that it makes the whole spirit dirty or defiles the whole body. Guys, your cursed mouth can make you become wicked. Now we're not talking about ass and damn anymore. We're going deeper. For example, I want to stay as a Christian. I will never leave being a Christian. I'm going to worship my Jesus. Those are curse words. Let me give you another example. I was born to die. I'm going to die again. I'm going to ride or die. I don't know my people tell me I'm going to live and I'm going to die. You just curse yourself. You made your life short. It may not come the moment. It come real soon or the same year or something. Fellas, the rap songs that folks listen to, a lot of curses in them. A lot of curse words. That's why me and lady don't listen to rap. Too much wickedness in the rap songs. Okay? Curses. Curses. Daughters and sons, hear my voice. You guys, y'all curse y'all parents so bad. Y'all say all types of evil things. Y'all need to stop doing that. This is why y'all parents died early. This is why y'all parents have unexpected deaths. Because y'all say things and y'all don't regret it. Okay? Husbands, wives, y'all do the exact same thing. You don't ask for forgiveness, you just let it be. And no wonder why women and men act like what you call them. You know, have y'all noticed that when we call a woman a bitch, okay? I know this video is kind of, y'all might call it evil or explicit. I don't give a damn. But when you call your woman a bitch, she's going to act like one. Do y'all get my point? Even though the word bitch in the dictionary means a female dog, what do dogs do? They eat off the garbage. Mutts. They rock growlers. So when you call your woman or man a bitch all the time, they're going to become bitchy. They're going to become like a bitch because you want them to be, because what you said. So they're going to they'll have a lot of arguments against you because what you told them. They might just go ahead and devour your checking account. They might take money from it without them asking you anything specific because you keep calling that. Okay. Calling each other a sentence that can come true. Say, I hate you forever. You're not my mother anymore. You're not my father anymore. Those are curses. Those are curses. It manifests. And then what happened? The mother abandons her children and be with some wicked man. That happens a lot when cases like that happen. Or what we tell our parents. Okay? Some of y'all parents do the exact thing. Y'all, when you talk about your daughter bad and your son, you tell them they're not going to be shit. And they wind up being in prison in a late teenage year. Huh? Because what we tell them, the curse says, fella, we got to be careful on how we talk. Okay? We got to be careful how we talk. I personally made mistakes, saying things, my woman, I do admit this right now in this video, I'm not going to be ashamed. Okay, I've said things that I regret to say against my woman, but I love her. But forgiveness will counter that overcame the curse. Did y'all know when you say some curse words, forgiveness can heal it? It can actually advert it or eliminate it. But if you don't talk about it, forgive each other, that curse word is going to be at hand. It's going to stay there. And it's going to attack your family one day. Okay? But you have to make a chance to be careful of how you argue against your woman or your women or your man or your children. Argument is okay, but argument and wickedness and curses is a problem. That's why it says once again in verse 6, it says, the tongue is a fire. What do fire do? Fire burns things, right? It destroys things. So the tongue is more worse than a regular weapon. Did y'all know that? Let's continue. Sets on fire the course of nature and is set on fire of Gehenna. Okay. Verse 8. But the tongue can no man or woman control. It is an unruly evil. Yeah, no surprise. No surprise. Okay. It's full of deadly poison. Okay. That's why y'all ladies have to be careful when you're on the phone. On Facebook, man, be careful too. Instagram, be careful how you conversate about another person, please. It can be tempting. We may be on our lunch break and we talk about a coworker, like that coworker's not shit, and that coworker wound up struggling because of what you were saying. We got to be, if we mad at somebody, let's not talk about it, rather be quiet. But I know many of us, we talk about it to a person we trust at our workplace. And that coworker wound up being cursed because what you said out of your mouth. And then it come to you as well. I'm preaching today. Okay? It's how you act. The words you speak is who you are, your character. Keep that in mind. Verse 10. Okay? Out of the same mouth proceeds favors and cursing. See that? So now we get to nitty gritty because y'all think saying ass and doo doo and all that is bad. No, this is bad when I read it. This is bad. Okay? This is curse words that I'm reading. Out of the same mouth proceeds favor and cursing. My brothers or sisters, these things ought not so be. Yahuwah the one saw curse on people. That's what we're trying to say. Okay? We got to be careful talking to people, man. I don't care if a person is mad at you. I know it's tempting. We want to get angry and say things. We got to try our best. They don't know. Even when you're driving, oh boy, even when you're driving, you may have an asshole. They may drive behind you. The person is close to you, tailgating, and they honk at you and call you asshole. It's better off just take it easy because what we call that person asshole. What is an asshole? It's an ass with a hole in it, where doo-doo shit comes out. When you smell it, it stinks, right? Imagine that when a person acts evil of being an asshole. It stinks, right? What happens when you taste it, the doo-doo off the person's ass? You get real sick. So compare that when you call somebody an asshole, they become an asshole by murdering you or stabbing you. You never know, right? You get my point? We can be careful. Don't get wrong. People say asshole at the right time. For example, let's say somebody broke into your home. And you say, hey, asshole, what are you doing in my home? That's different. That person is an asshole in advance because he tried breaking your home. That's different. What we're talking about is talking to an innocent person negatively and cursing an innocent person and talking curses on an innocent person and don't even deserve it. That's one point. We got people that came to Yahuwah and left religion, and you got the family, they talking bad against that person. They're speaking curses all the time, and that person want to leave. No wonder the person want to leave. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Let's go to Genesis. This is critical what Yahuwah did, what he was telling Abraham. Okay, check this out. This is when Abraham left his family and went to a place he know not. He left in loyalty of Yahuwah. Okay, that's what he did. Okay. Now, let's go to Genesis chapter 12, right? Let's go to verse 3. Listen to this one carefully. Because remember I said earlier, there might be a case if you speak wrong against someone, it might come to you as well, especially when you practice it. It says, verse 3 in chapter 12, it says, I will favor them that favor you, and curse them that curses you. Did you get that? And in you shall all fat earth be favored. Now, did y'all know that Yahuwah do curse people if he wanted to? So, in other words, when you are doing that, when you speak curses to somebody, Yahuwah can get you as well. He'll come after you. You can know him or not, he will come after you. Be careful how to talk, fellas. Remember, curse words is not saying the words that we think is curse words. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. We got to be aware of what we are saying to people. So he said, I will curse and curse you. Yahuwah do curse people. Not by him saying ass, damn, and shit. Yahuwah don't say that. Yahuwah speak another language. Okay? Yahuwah don't speak English, by the way. Okay, he'll get you some other form. Yeah. Okay. Some cases when we call somebody a bitch, back on that again, Yahuwah may cause me one. A curse. This is why in relationships, you got men that have heart attacks early age. Well, no shit, because it could be because he was probably saying a lot of negative things against his woman. was telling her, "I hope you die, I hope you don't breathe." And then instead of her being cursed, he got cursed with him not breathing. Had a heart attack. This is true cases. I ain't make this stuff up. Okay. We got to be careful with these with that. Let's go to Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs. And by the way, I couldn't find other words like expressive words. Shit, can't. That's not in scriptures or, certain words I may think of. Okay, no, it's not here. All right. Now, Proverbs. We deal with the curse words. We're going to be dealing with profanity as well. I know people think that profanity is saying ass and all that. Not really. Not really. I know that may be very tough for many of you guys to agree with that. Most of us grew up thinking that if you say ass, whatever, it is profane word or profanity word. Okay, in that situation. So actually, the word profanity. Let's look that real quick. So we prepare for that. Profanity means this. Profanity. Now, or profane means relating or devoted to that which is not set apart. Okay, or scriptural, secular rather religious. You're like, no way. Yep. And then let's continue. It means irrelevant, disrespect. Okay, so it had nothing to do with saying damn and ass and all that. This is completely different to do with the later scripture. Okay, so in Proverbs, let's see. All right, so in Proverbs, and let's go to chapter. Okay, so Proverbs chapter. Okay. All right, so let's go to chapter 29. Chapter 29, verse 20. Okay. So we're doing more of cursing right now. Cursing. Okay. Not saying the ass and all that, but the real deal with cursing out of your mouth. So it says in verse 20, see a man or woman that is hasty in his or her words. See that? So what does that mean? You say things without you thinking. You just say it without controlling your thoughts. Have you ever noticed that we say things and then later on we'd be like, oh no, right? We'd be feeling bad or sorry what we said. Okay. That's being hasty in your wording. Okay. There's more hope of a fool than of him. Right? Okay. So it's a foolish act to speak hasty, like speak cursing without thinking straight. Remember, cursing is when you speak something and it comes to pass against the other. It can be out of spite, hate, jealousy, competition, you can name it. Okay, envious. One thing gets me really sad is that how women come against each other when it comes to either polygyny or the man or if the woman took him before her, or knowing they could just both be with the guy, or it could be what the woman has on. It could be her toenails, fingernails. Y'all know to my ladies, and you guys speak a lot of evil against each other, and no wonder why our women are not successful. Okay, because they hear a lot of curse words, cursing. Okay, not saying ass it down and all that, but saying things that's pretty wild. Okay, you ain't shit. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm not.
I'm gonna cut your throat off. I'm gonna hope you die one day. It's a lot of that over because she have on a dress and she don't have the same dress that she wanted to wear. It's hilarious, man. It's sad. Okay, some brothers the same way, same thing. Okay, you got men argue over over betting or games, and some men murder each other over games. Some men will fight over a game, over a lady friend. It's crazy. Cursing. Okay, we got to learn how to speak favors to each other, man. Okay, but anyway, let's go right into um okay, we got that. Then we go to verse 22. It says, an angry woman or man stirs up strife, and a furious man abounds or stays in sin or transgression. Okay, how do you stir up strife? You speak cursing. Okay, simple. You say things that is a excuse me, disrespectful, out of line. You do it out of pride or hate or a lack of forgiveness. That's why I tell you guys to be careful being friends with those who have um, major problems with self-control. Okay, be careful. Not to say to hate them, but pray for them. Hope they'll change. Okay, um, and then let's go ahead and stay in this book, and let's go right on to Proverbs chapter 26, and let's go to verses 21. I think I love this chapter and verse. Very good thing to know. This is talking about gossiping. Gossiping is cursing sentences. All right. Yes, it is. Many of us do that all the time. We gossip against people. That's not true. That's cursing, fellas. It says, as coals, as are to burning coals, and wood to fire, so as a argumentative man or woman or contentious man or woman to make strife hot or kindle strife. Okay. Verse 22, it says, the words of a talebearer or a gossiper, okay, are as wounds. Did you hear that? Very deep, right? It says, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly or goes to your heart or soul. So when we gossip, the other person is attacked of whom they gossiped against, and they stop being your friend or they block for Facebook. Have you been through the experience? And you be confused as hell of why you were blocked. You never know the reason why. It was somebody else talked about you and they spoke curses of you. Okay. So now you lost somebody whom you were teaching the word to, or you wanted to get into a covenant with, a relationship with, and now they blocked you. Okay. I'm sure you've been through that experience because of the cursing. Okay. You gotta be careful. There's a lot of hate in the world, fellas, and there's proof of that even in conversation. I remember me working for Uber. So it was it was a groupie in our car. It was, two ladies and one guy or some shit. And they were talking about this woman. This woman had mental illness, excuse me, a mental problem. She had, I thought it was seizures or problems with comprehension. They talked about her like she wasn't shit. And I wanted to say something. I'm like, nah, ain't my business. You see my point? We even got people that talk about people that have mental problems instead of just helping them. Okay. We also get people that gossip or judge people very negatively because people are with each other at a different age difference. I find hilarious and real stupid. And they'd be like, they together. Man, she too young for him. He too old for her. She too old for him. And blah blah blah. Talking issues, man. That's not their business. They want to be together. Let them be together. That's my point. And you got some people speak evil against the relationship. Are you kidding me? Cursing. Those are cursing people. You are cursing those people. Okay? So we got to be careful with that, man. Let's stay in the book. Let's go to another one. Chapter 27, verse 15. Here go another example of cursing, right? All right. A continual dropping and a very rainy day and a contentious ramen are alike. Okay. See that? What is contentious? Contentious, evil argument. Okay. A lot of complaint. And also men as well with this, not just women, men. Okay. Arguing every day over something stupid, over something not a big deal. Those are cursing. When you argue, you get loud and you say some things that you didn't mean to say and never forgive. Okay. See my point about cursing? Okay, we gotta be so careful with this, man. Okay, it's one minute you say ass and damn, that's cool. But my goodness, when you say wrong things, that is a true cursing. Okay. And Yahuwah gonna hold us accountable with that. Did y'all know that? When we keep doing that, when I ask you to forgive us, He's gonna deal with us later on in judgment. We gotta be careful with our mouth. I understand some of y'all maybe hurt, molested by somebody. I understand you may talk wrong against a person all the time and threaten a person. But listen, do you want to be forgiven your sins? Think about that for a minute. You got to earn it by forgiving your past, forgiving those who harm you, and loving yourself. Okay? Because when we believe in the curses, we don't love ourselves. We got to be careful. You got some women want to be with their husbands, and they treat them like shit all the time. The same thing with the man. They just love being cursed, but they love the sex life. We got to be careful. Okay? Please. We got to be careful. Let's stay in the book again, please. Let's hopefully this will help you out to get some comprehension today. Try best to speak some differences. Like I said, we got on 3 words that y'all think was cuss words, or they just regular words. Like I said, pissing or pissing, ass, and hell. Okay, some words say shell. Okay, we got on 3 words already. Okay, okay, so let's find another one. Okay, I almost finished. I mean, I'm not. Let me see. I almost finished. I'll have to find it here. Let's see. Try to find something really good. Okay, so Proverbs 14, and let's go to verse 3. Proverbs 14 and 3, right? Let's go to another one here. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride. So we know rod is a device that harms others. But this says rod of pride. So technically, when we are speaking curses, we want to harm the person. Have you ever noticed that you may go to a bar and then you see somebody, they just talk nonsense and the other person gets angry. And what's going to happen after that? Somebody got a knife, a gun, or his fists. And now it's a fight going on, or somebody gets shot right in the bar because the person was speaking foolish over a game he lost in pool or a card game. Okay? Nonsense, man. Okay, that's what they're saying. That's the rod of pride. So nobody can tell nothing. They want to just go and fight or murder somebody over a game, only because they can't control their anger. So they speak curses, and bam, they go to problem. It starts to be created, and then they go to cops, and the cops get their paycheck. All right. So again, we have to be careful of controlling our mind and our mouth. Okay. Remember, cursing is when you say something and it happens. Okay. I mean, curses come in different ways, but we talk about the mouth. The mouth is, our mouth got power in it. Okay. It has a lot of power. Okay. I'm telling you, man, we got to be careful what we say to each other. Okay. Let's stay in the book again, because Proverbs do cover a lot of this of the subject. Okay. Let's go into Proverbs 12, chapter 12. Let's go to verse 13. This is another good one. Okay. It says, the wicked is snared by the transgression of his or her lips, but the just will come out of trouble. And then let's do a comparison. Let's go to verse 15 in the same chapter. It says, the way of a fool is right in his own or her own eyes, but he that hearkens to the counsel is wise. So with this here, this is talking about religion. Okay, you get a lot of folk. What do they like to say? We worship the same God. I worship my God. I worship your God. It's the same God. Now that is a curse at its best. Those are words of deception. Did y'all know deception is a curse? Why do y'all think we have a lot of wicked people in the world? Why do you think we have a lot of racism in the world? You got listen. You can walk in the neighborhood, go to the store. If you are a neighbor and they found that you don't go to Catholic church or a church, they might just come at you. They might just judge you or what you agree on the scriptures. I don't know if y'all have noticed that. And then they don't want you to be nowhere in the neighborhood. They don't want you to be with all their daughters or sons because you don't have a religion anymore. You have Yahuwah in your life. So people hate you. They want to talk nonsense. That is part of this verse in 13. Their lips are filled with sin. Just because you left religion. See my point? So people would talk against you, but they would say, I pray for your dumb ass too. Ugh. But they pray using a name of a God, which is a curse. You see my point? That's why, fellas, don't let people pray for you. Don't let people that's religious pray for you. I know that's hard for some of y'all to agree with that. I know it may sound nice, but say, "Oh, I pray for you, honey." This could be a Christian or Catholic or a Lutheran, whatever. Don't let them pray for you. Don't let them even touch your head or your arm and pray, naming you different, because those are curse words. Did y'all know that? When you speak another name of a deity, that's a curse word. Yes, that is a curse prayer. We'll deal with that in part 2 of curse words. Yes, not today. We got to be careful with that. All right, all right. We got to be careful. You know, I'm gonna do profanity next Shabbat as well. I don't feel like doing that. Okay, we got to be careful. Do not let folk do that. I'm telling you, because what's going to happen when you let somebody that's in a cultic religion, they pray for you, and you allow that, and you agree with that prayer, you're going to be cursed. I'm telling you now, you're going to be cursed. You're going to become just like them. You got no relationship with Yahuwah, you got a relationship with an idol. Okay? That's inspire your mental way of thinking to worship their God. Yeah. Why do y'all think people in prison, they be converted to Christianity or Catholicism or religion? Because you got people in prison, they got teachers of religion in jails. Think about it. They go to the service room, whatever, and and they talk religion, and the inmates change. They quote unquote change, but they really haven't changed accurately. But they kind of change, but they haven't changed accurately of Yahuwah. Okay, so this is an example of words that's a curse, that transgression of your lips, man. That's why it says again, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes. So this is our religion. They feel like they don't want to listen to you, what you got to tell them. They don't want to hear what you got to say. Because they feel like they got the truth. You know how people tell you, "Oh, I got the truth. Yeah, I read the Bible too. Yeah, I read the Bible." But you may tell them that you want to teach them some things, and we're like, "Oh, I didn't know that." But they still tell you to read the whole Bible. No, they don't. They lied to you. But they trying to get you in their religion. Stop it. That is a curse at its finest when it comes to transgressions. Okay, so we have to be careful with people like that. We got to be careful with people like that. Okay, not saying to hate them. No, that's not the key. But for us to be careful with them, but love them, but be careful with them. Okay, all right. Um, okay, now Proverbs 11 and 20 says, they that are froward. The word froward means wickedness, wicked heart. Froward heart are an abomination to Yahuwah. But such as are bright in their way are just like. So this here, okay, this is the fullness of the fullness. So when this is everything, religious, and you speak evil against other people as well. Did y'all notice that? I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's a movie called Constantine, and it was this priest, this Catholic priest. You know what he do? He smokes cigarettes, he drinks liquor, and he's religious, fellas. Okay, and he speaks evil, and he speaks evil transgression, all everything at once. Okay, and what happened was he got cursed. He got cursed. Okay. Um, you also have cases. Okay, you also have cases where there are some mothers, they will child molest their sons and daughters. Y'all don't believe me? Look up the cold cases. And these women, these mothers are religious. Do you hear me? They may look nice, but inside they doing some bullshit at home. I'm telling you, this is nothing to make up. And these are the same people. And some men do some things too. Oh yeah. And these are the people, they speak curses to people. They speak curses when it comes to religion, but they can speak good at church though. I'm preaching today. They can show speak smooth at the institution. You may think they sing like they of Yahuwah. Well, they not say that because they go to church, but they may seem like innocence in a way. But deep down they're evil. Okay? You even have parents, they will abuse their sons and daughters, and these are religious parents, and they speak curse against their own sons and daughters. And they go right to church on Sunday, act like they holy, they say. Real talk. Okay. This teaching is going to be hot. I know it's going to be sharp to your asses, but it's worth the love here. It's worth the rebuke. Okay. So again, verse 20 in chapter 11, they that are froward heart are an abomination to you, but such as are upright in the way are his delight or her delight. Okay. So we got to be careful. We got to be aware of what we are saying, guys. Okay. Let's go to Psalms chapter 140. Okay, so again, we're dealing with cursing, guys, curse words. Okay, again, it's not ass, it's not shit and damn, and no, it's not. Okay, those are just expressive, strong words. That's all it is. All right. It's funny. I found it hilarious, like even in television. When y'all watch a movie and something, when somebody say when they say ass or bitch, whatever, they put a beep noise over the word. I'm like, really? You son of a nerd. That's just hypocritical, actually. Okay. All right. So that's what it says. Verse 1. This is very important here, right? This is so important. Okay. Deliver me, O Yahuwah, from the evil man. Now, what is that talking about? These are my those like to curse people all the time, right? Who don't keep the Shabbat, nothing. They don't love you. This is what it's talking about. The evil woman, too, by the way, same thing. It says, guard me from the violent man or the violent woman, right? Verse 2, which imagine mischief, which imagine your mind, trouble all the time, right? In their heart, okay? Continually are they gathered together for war. They always want to start some problems against you, y'all. They also start drama against you. That's why y'all people need to quit, please, everybody. Some of y'all need to take people off your damn phone. Yeah, some of y'all need to clean your friends list in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever, because y'all keep people that's cursing you guys, and y'all think it's cool. WhatsApp, get rid of those goddamn people. Seriously, you guys need to do that. Get rid of them. All you do is cursing you, and y'all allow them. You feed them to it. Okay. Anyway, verse 3: they have sharpened their tongues. They go their tongue again. Sharpen their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison. Oh man, they going to the adder's poison. Adder's an amphibian. An adder is a deep, deep snake. Did y'all know that? You can't even, I think you can't even touch it. You get poisoned. You die from it. An adder. Okay, they worse as a damn poisonous snake. All right. All right. And they spit. Don't let them spit on you. Oh boy, you screwed. All right. Adder's poison is under their lips. Shalah. Okay. Okay. Why would he say that? Because your tongue is a snake, fellas. When you speak evil all the damn time, your tongue is a living serpent. It's filled with poison. That's why some of y'all women take a lot of pills. Y'all commit suicide because you're with a man that speaks nothing but curses on you. Come on. Same with y'all men. Y'all can't divorce y'all women because y'all love that sex part. You're addicted to her ass, right? But you can't even divorce her because you just can't help it. But she's wicked as shit. Don't care about you at all. Don't do shit at home. And you're still keeping her? Come on. We got to be free from the violentness of our lives. Okay? We got to cut off friends, so-called friends, who is like adder's poison, or her tongues that's filled with asp, poison, okay, sickness. All right? This is why people become drunk at night. That's why you get virgin women. They have sex with the wrong guy because they allow these wicked women that speak curses to let the virgin woman become unvirgin at the wrong time, and she become corrupted. Okay? Real talk. You got some women, they're afraid to be with a man because of the experience they had with other women. When the other women were bullying the woman, they made her homosexual or whatever you name it, and now she's afraid to be with a man. Okay? I can name so many examples when it comes to curses. Words are very movable. They are powerful. They are powerful, man. Let's continue. Verse 4. Guard me, O Yahuwah, from the hands of the wicked. Keep me from the violent man. See, keep me from the violent man. See that? From the violent woman. Same thing. Will have purpose to overthrow my callings. That is talking about being in your way, hindering you to focus on Yahuwah. Have y'all noticed? Beep, beep. We here. Come on now. We want a strip club. And you say, oh, I don't want to go there. I changed my mind. They be like, oh, come on, you bitch ass. You weakling, you dumbass. Come on. You want to go. If you don't go, you're not a man. Let's go. Let's go. And they just sit there until you really go in their car. They can sit there for hours. The devil's real. And you finally win. You finally win. And they spoke a curse on you. Come on now. And you went to their car. Guess what? You come home near 3 o'clock midnight. Guess what? You change. Now, guess what? You disobey your parents. Guess what? Now you're in prison for DUI. You get my point? Stop pleasing everyone. Some of y'all women are with friends y'all shouldn't be with because she like your husband. She want to replace you for her. Quit talking like that, women. I want to bring up too, by the way. Y'all let those women talk you out of your husband. Hey, listen, I'm letting you know your husband did this the other night. What? But she lied to you. Yeah, your husband quit his job, so that's why he job searching. But out the whole time, your husband had a week off at the company and you don't believe him as a wife. Yeah, I found out he slept with some man. And she lied again. The wife falls for it, right? And that's why wives divorce their husband over some dumbass lies and validations. Be careful with women like that. They will lie. Lying is a curse too, but when you keep lying to people, gossiping, when you manipulate a conversation because you want something that you don't want, that you don't have, you want it. Okay, and that's called replacement. When women will try to replace the wife to take her position because she like him. So she would try to talk to the man's wife. Okay, they may know it since high school, whatever. She would talk shit about her man, and she would agree with that. This is about Psalms 140, by the way. This is what I'm talking. This is the adder's poison. I'm talking about adder's poison. They will say any damn thing for you to believe like an asshole, like an idiot, and you would divorce your husband, and dude was living right the whole time. You get my point, women? quit befriending all women, because all women, it's not for your interest. All right? That's lady that my lady know I can say her name, and she almost caused us a forever divorce. Me and my lady. It was nearly a perfection. Nearly. My lady had learned her lesson to get rid of her. This is a real shit. And she thought we were some damn Jews. I'm like, we no freaking Jews. Who you have nonsense from? We no goddamn. We have relationship with the Father. We just keep His commandments. We don't know goddamn Jews. But where's it come from? Cursing. It was opinionated, manipulated conversation. Okay? Well, so we got to be careful, and especially y'all brothers too, y'all men. Men, be careful talking to men that's interested in your woman. Don't even try it. If he keep talking about your wife all the time, you need to think about that conversation. Leave him alone. But that's also cursing. You may try to find something to talk against your wife. Hey, dog, bro. Hey, man, your wife's like two other men, bro. Why he's at work, dog? But your woman's on the whole time, cooking, take care of the children. And y'all men are dumbasses too. Y'all divorce your wives over a curse, over a lie, and she feel like shit, and you left a good woman because you fell for a false validation. You fell for a lie. Man, I tell you. See my point about words? Now y'all get it? Curse words. Those are curse words. Curse words is like a robber coming after you in your sleep, taking your wallet from your goddamn dresser while you sleep. And you got shit. Come on, that's what this commandment with curse words. Curse words is a thief. It takes from you. When you speak curses, your character is being stolen. Your possessions being stolen over your words, man. My goodness. Lose your job over curse words. Fellas, in your workplace, you lose your job. If you say hi to a woman and you tell her, oh, you got a nice dress, you can lose your job. Did y'all know that? Even if you touch a woman's, let me see. No, if you say to a woman, oh, you got a nice face, beautiful feet, nice hands, then take your ass and fire you real quick. That can be a curse too. It all depends how you use it. Like, let's say a man works another man's wife. They work together, okay? They work together at a restaurant, and he told the man's wife, damn, you got pretty feet. Shit, I want to rub them if you were single. And then she got offended. Now, you spoke a curse on the man's wife. You're not supposed to say that. You praised her in your curse. You did a curse praise. They ain't your damn wife to tell her. You ain't supposed to tell the man's wife that. And you got your ass fired. You get my point? And I don't blame the company. Yeah, I don't blame the company. Sometimes our words can lose our jobs, lose our car, on top of that. All right. So let's stay in Psalms. Okay, now, this is really good. Really good start for subject. Okay. Let's see. Am I done with this book, or let me see here? Okay, got it. Psalms 119, verse 163. Okay, let's go that one. Now, the example of cursing. He says, I hate and abhor or hate lying, but to Torah do I love. So again, lying, cursing. Okay. Don't get me wrong. There are cases where people lie for good reasons. Okay. But what I'm talking about is when you falsify people's information, like falsify information. Like if you talk about the word, but you misuse it, or teach religion, that's lying. Being a false witness, that's lying. Abomination. Okay. Okay. If you lie to your spouse or your man just to get justified cursing. For example, if you tell your husband, honey, you did this, didn't you? He's like, oh, did what? Like, you ate my shoes. I'm like, no, I ate your shoes. I ate your shoes. I don't know if that sounds dramatic, but I'm just giving you an example. And she just leave him just like that. But the dog ate the shoes, right? You know my point? That's just complete bad. That's not just lying. Okay, lying just divorce to get with another man or somebody, right? Just find ways to start a problem, manipulate. Okay, so we gotta be careful with that. Okay, we should be almost finished. Psalms 119, verse 69. All right, another good one. The proud have forged a lie against me. Okay, sorry. Apologies. Okay. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will guard your precepts. Okay, he says, I will guard your precepts with my whole heart. See that? The proud have forged a lie against me. Okay. And excuse me. We're almost done for today. Like I said, part 2 is next week. You're willing. Let's go to let's see. Okay, so let's go to Exodus chapter 22. Okay, Exodus 22. And let's go to verse 22. Okay. You should not afflict any widow or fatherless child. Okay, so it's funny because, okay, so we have, okay, you should not afflict any widow. It's interesting because, it's kind of makes sense why women in specific, they have major problems in their family, lost their husband, lost their wife, whatever, and become widows. And then we have what is called failed fake people. Like I call it cornflakes. You know how you're interested in someone after 10 years, you lost your spouse, and you're very interested, you're tired of being alone, and you meet somebody and you really thought that was your who was sent, and you found out something they told you, you found a lie. That hurts. That's afflicting a widow. Okay? Vice versa, male or female, we got to treat each other with respect and truth and dignity. Not afflicting them of like, okay, tell me everything, you clean your eyes, but really you hid a lie, and then you use the person. You make up something just to get the widow's money. That is completely a no-no. Most widows don't have a lot of possession when they lose their spouse or male or female version. Okay, we have a lot of that today's time, which is very unfortunate. And then they talk evil at times against the widow when the widow have enough with and give the person, male or female. Horrible. Okay. Fatherless child. It's another one. This is why we have people in the late teens. They've been in gangs. They've been part of a drug business because they have been misled by a lot of people and spoken wrong. Even foster parents talk curses against the father's child. Okay. That's why we have a lot of wickedness in the area. That's why I have people carjacking people. These young people, we're talking like ages of 15 to 20, 25-year-old people, because they don't have their father wasn't there for them, and nobody not being there for them. Okay, nobody, not like that. So they find ways to make money. They find ways to please themselves. Okay, it's all come from cursing them and not treating them well in action, and that's a major problem there. Okay, um, let's see. Go to one more. We're done for today. Let's see, do it over an hour. Perfect. Um, let's go to Deuteronomy Chapter 10. Yeah, Deuteronomy 10. And let's go to verse 19. Okay. Let's go to verse 19. So this may not seem like part of the subject, but it could be. Okay, it's just the opposite of this verse here, but it says, "Love you, therefore, the stranger." Stranger can be different people, like different nations. For you're stranger in the land of Egypt. Okay, but here's the thing about this. Just speak on the opposite of this. Okay, we have a lot of racist people. Okay, that speak as other folk. We know that is a curse. What they say, because they have a certain skin color, certain parents, how they talk, right? And so you got people that speak against each other, especially when you're in the neighborhood. They don't want you to live there, okay? And they speak negative things against you, curses, okay? But he said here, love the stranger, love the stranger. Don't speak your curses. What's your point of speaking curses? What has that person done to you for you to speak curses against that person? Is it because of pride, or is something that you see that you don't have, that what you want from that person, or you want to rob the person? We have a lot of going on today's time, and I pray it stops soon. A lot of this cursing is part of not loving your stranger, loving the stranger. Um, just add on this here, well, not add on the word, sorry, but just like an example, and like the poor, um, we got poor people that's talked about really bad, that's cursed, and they can't help it. They want money, they want food, and we got people that speak evil against them. Like, for what? These people is way lower than you. You have a vehicle, you got a home or apartment, you got way more money than the poor, and they just ask for $1, and you can't be given $1, and you want to speak nonsense against the poor? Talk about cursing each other, cursing, okay? Because what if that been you? What if the tables turned and that poor person became um, wealthy? Have good prosperity. Now you became poor. Hello. Like I said, when you cursing people, it reverses to you when you practice it. And one last thing I want to say, and this is with relationships, guys. When y'all keep doing wrong against your spouse, it will turn around, come against you, and she may leave you. Ladies, same thing. Well, if you guys have arguments, learn how to not talk each other in names. Names can be curses. We're going to talk about that next Shabbat. Names, certain names. I know I deal with the word bitch earlier, but we'll go more deeper in that. Names, okay? Name calling, okay? I have a Sabbath to you guys, and let's have a good week, especially us men working. All right, take it easy, Shalom.